Marriages die in conversations that never happen. That's a quote from Dr. Gottman. What he's saying in this quote is that many people are so afraid of conflict, afraid of hurting their partner, that they never speak up about their own needs. Where in reality, conflict can bring us closer, but only if we do it right. The good news is you don't have to shout and you don't have to give up in order to get your needs met. I've put together a 4-part series where I'm going to teach you how to fight right according to the research of Dr. John and Julie Gottman, who are able to predict divorce with 90% accuracy. Here are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which are criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling over on the left. And on the right are the antidotes, the things that we should do instead so that we have productive conflict and conversations. So today we're going to start with criticism. What we noticed from our work is that criticism actually doesn't start with somebody wanting to hurt the other person. It doesn't start off as a fight. Criticism starts because somebody's trying to express what they need. They're just doing a really bad job at it. If you do it right, you're much more likely to get what you want, and your partner's much less likely to get defensive. The happy couples from the research who ended up in long-term relationships with high levels of relationship satisfaction were following this formula I'm about to teach you without even knowing they were doing it. They were doing it naturally. Okay, so here's how it goes. I feel X about Y, and my need or request is Z. Now, when you fill in the blanks, you have to really be careful of making it super tight and very conscientious about how you're using your words. So it's I feel emotion. The third word has to be emotion. I'm not trying to beat you over the head with this, but I do this in my office every single day. And even when people think they're talking about their feelings, it's very easy to say, I feel that, or I feel like, or I feel as if. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to say, I feel frustrated, I feel annoyed, something like that, about the situation. And the situation needs to be said in neutral terms, not in blaming language. And then the third part of the gentle startup is the request. And my need or request is specific and behavioral. Okay, so you're not using adjectives and you're not using value judgments. You're asking for something that your partner can literally do tomorrow. Okay, so here's an example of a gentle startup. I feel disconnected and unappreciated in the evenings after work. And my request is that we turn our phones off over dinner so we can quickly catch up. And that is it. That's the gentle startup. Easier said than done. I promise you it's easier said than done. The other thing I want to let you know is that it's completely useless to only work on 50% of the attack-defend communication. So my next course is about defensiveness, because you can't deal with criticism without defensiveness, and you can't deal with defensiveness without criticism. So go ahead and take a look at that video next, and I will see you in the next training. Thanks for watching my video.